What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another RZA Gaming raid cam on one of Australia's biggest vanilla official servers, Australasia. This is the main server and it is going to be huge, so I really hope you enjoy this cam. If you didn't know already, I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and comment and like and share to all your mates. So let's start from the beginning. These guys are just a group. They're just a group trying to get by in the big world of Rust on a vanilla official server. Everybody knows how hard the grind is. Now, the leader of this group is no other than a man called Durka, and those who don't know who that guy is, he's the leader of Sin. Well, Sin is disbanded, but they continue to play as a group of mates, and it just so happens to be the night before this, they were offline raided by a group called Fort. These guys lost all their rockets, but they were kind enough to spend the day farming rockets up and let me know to come and film this raid. Now, they did let Fort know that they were going to raid them. However, at 9 to 10 PM on a Saturday night, they weren't online. Who isn't online at that time on a Saturday night? I do not know, but they're going to raid anyway, and they're going to use all their rockets, and they've made it very, very, very clear that they're not there for loot. Okay, so Compound Cam has picked it up and motion detected there. Obviously where they're going to put down that fob, and a lot of them are there. The fob's going down. There's a lot of upgrading going, a lot of sheet metal and armor upgrades, but no movement from the base, so definitely at this stage they haven't received the message and they are offline. But hopefully that changes, because we do love a bit of PvP on our raid cams, and go from there. Couple of first rockets are going off into the high external wall. They got the sentry down at the front, and the first group, or the breach team, is now pushing through to find a good spot, but they're going to have to be careful, make sure that there's a sentry there's one on the left there as well, so they want to stay out of the fire for that. They put down an insend rocket onto that right hand side sentry, but they're out of range on that left sentry. Putting rockets in to get through that first couple of layers of the honeycomb, or the airlocks that they got to get through. And they are making mince of this base. They are just cutting through it like butter. No retaliation as yet from any counter raiders, and it doesn't look like they are online, but having a quick look, definitely nobody up the top there looking through, and they're heading straight for that center core, and it's going to be good. If they're not there for loot, I guess they're there to grief, or just to make their life difficult. Perhaps a despawn, but a lot of these bigger groups don't like being offline, and then they go onto the forums and make complaints about, you know, not having any PvP action, or AU servers are dead, but that's why. Don't offline people. Building up now, they're laddering in, and we've got definitely the Wicked is a player for Fort. I think he might be the leader. He's got his name up there. It's definitely the Fort base. They've definitely hit the right home, and they look like they're in the core there and working it out, but someone's left a armored door to the TC open, so hopefully they don't figure that one out too soon. And he's turning the sentry on, because the Fort guys have not actually left it on. But hang on a second, looks like we've got a counter raid. That is not Durka's group, and they're all in purple, and it is the .com, or now known as the Fuck You guys. And they've worked out that the fob has a wooden roof. What a mistake from Durka's group. The wooden roof is just getting pummeled by the AK fire, and they've already broken through, and these guys are going to take the fob, and the tool cupboard isn't even sealed. It's got a code lock on it, but that's not going to stop them for long. This is bad news for Durka's group. As they go through, they have now destroyed the tool cupboard in the fob and probably put down for their own. Now they're going to destroy the beds and go from there, but they're getting return fire, and the original raiders, Durka's group, are now pushing out. A couple of them are down, a couple taking heavy fire from the fob. The fob that was meant to be there to help them is now against them, and it's not looking good. They do have the sentry still in their favour, some more counter raiders up the top there. So the counter raiders are getting shot by counter raiders. The counter raiders are shooting the raiders. The raiders are getting recounted over here as well. Another group pushing in of 3, and it looks like they're going to try and make a play. Plenty of shots. The counter raiders counter-raiding the counter raiders. It's crazy, but I love to see it. Plenty of PvP, plenty of guys ready to lose some gear, and he's had a crack, but he's coming to heads with an entire clan. Unfortunately, this guy is also trying to make a couple of plays. Rockets are still going off inside the base, but it's very quiet at the breach, and nothing seems to be happening. You can see the fuck you guys up there, holding the fort, holding the fob as the sun goes down. Looks like the original raider group have put down a couple of rocket fire to keep them on their toes, but I don't really know where it's going to go from here. No one's been able to seal that breach. Nobody seems to be home on fort, so it's, I don't really know how they're going to take back that fob. That loot is lost. Hopefully they've got a plan. The sun is now officially down, and it looks like the entire counter team is on the roof with their flashlights, which looks pretty impressive. GG to them, that looks good, but they're going to maybe make a play. They're looking like they're going to push in. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but sounds like they may be throwing some C4 down to that sentry, which would stop them from running into the breach. And yep, the sentry's gone. A couple of them have jumped down and are already moving up to the mouth of the breach. A couple of rockets there launched as they've done it. When it's dark like this, it's so hard to sort of see what's going on, but it looks like one of the original raiders has made his way back into the fob, and he's looting up. He's with another one of the counter raiders, and it's first in, first served, and he's been able to take him down. That was basically whoever could get their loot or their gear on the quickest was going to win that battle, and he has been able to defend his fob. There is now an original raider back in the fob, and he's been able to take him down as well. This is crazy. Having a look through at night, it's so hard, so we're going to just have a quick look through. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to commentate this stuff at night time, but it actually looks like Fort's on. Fort is on, and they are out having a look.
Yeah, we heard the rockets.
Already accusing these guys of offlining them, even though they're dirty offliners themselves. Morning is up, and it's very quiet in the fort base. We've got the original raiders pushing back through for a second hurrah, back from the fob. Now, they were able to take that fob during the night, able to get a bit of gear, and they're trying to get back in there. Oh, there's been a sentry that wasn't there before. It's been placed there, and it's taken down one of the original raiders, and he's not going to be able to get in there. Not while that sentry's there. He's going to need to either rocket it or find another way in. He's going to have another crack, but no, there's no way he's getting in there. Still getting fire from counter raiders up on the hilltop. And he's picking up the loot and seeing where he can go from there. Oh, he's run around the corner and faced his death with the sentry that was waiting for him. Looks like they're attempting to seal the breach. They've got the wood down. There's someone in there, and they are sealing the breach. Getting return fire from the fob by the original raiders, but the sounds like there's double counters, one from the left, one from the right. Both sides, they got the sentries out shooting at them, and he's dropped them again. It's really messy. It's a really, really messy raid. It's hard to sort of see what's going on. It's just everybody trying to scramble in and pick up as much loot as they can so they can get another kit and keep killing people, keep carrying on with the raid. The original raiders now pushing back out again and picking up the loot, taking out anybody surrounding their fob. No sign of the fuck you guys, the fuck you clan. They have moved. They're long gone. So we're just going to speed that up a bit. Basically, this went on for ages. They were in, out, in, out, in, out. And I actually logged off. I thought the raid was over. But it wasn't. There was just a little bit more. Fort boys are now on the roof with rockets, bolties, and whatever they can get their hands on while they're shooting fire and rain down of bullets to the fob. We've got nakeds coming in and looting. We've got counter raiders coming in to pick up the pieces. We've got a guy trying to get in here. He's just running around naked with a semi. I don't know what's going on, but the guys in the fob look like they're ready. They've got a bit of a plan going, and yeah, well, let's see how it plans out. More counter raiders. It's crazy. There must be a lot of little bases around. That looks like Fort. Yep, the guys who own the big base, they're out there looting at the moment, and one rocket's gone off, and one of them is dead. They're going to push through for a make a play into the fob and try and take it back. Oh, they've got the rocket. That was a good rocket. Well placed. Well played. And it looks like they're trying to lure them into their fob and just take them out one by one. Another guy dead. Naked's coming in for the loot. And now they're going to pick up those pieces and basically just get as much loot as they can and continue the fight. Bolty operator up on the rooftop there. He would be definitely making life hell for the guys in the fob trying to come in and out and loot. More Fort guys picking each other up. Looks like they may be getting ready for another push. Door's getting left open and it's got it had a satchel charge on it, but it wasn't going to do much to an armored door. Fort's still picking up the pieces and taking out anybody in that area. The door is now destroyed. They've rocketed their own armored door. Now, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but these guys are able to now funnel in one by one and try to take them out. One's already been dropped. We're looking for another one. We're going for two. Can we go for two? We're going for two. He's there with a torch, and he's been dropped as well. Now, how many kits are they going to give these guys? Satchels are being thrown out the door. These guys are just trying to use up all their gear. Look at all the body bags. There's plenty of loot out there, and one of the own fob guys has been taken out. It's tit for tat. He's been headshot by the guy on the roof, and it's basically it's a free-for-all out there. More rockets going off straight into the doorway from hell. The fire is going to slow them down as they come through, so that'll be interesting. Maybe more fire. Naked running in, he's trying his luck, but he's failed and he's dead. More footsteps outside as they're pushing around. Looks like they're trying to work out a way to get in. Naked, he's coming in to make a play with an AK, but he's dead and double dead. Two at the door, fully dead. They did have AKs in their hands. You can't trust those nakeds. Another guy at the door trying to make the play into the fob. Coming through Hell's door, but he's not able to make the play, and he has been dropped by the AK. Rocket, an incense rocket, and it has now lit up that doorway. No way in, and there's no way out, unless you're going to want to run through that fire. Taking a quick look, and that fire has spread, and it has basically engulfed the entire bottom level. I do believe there was one more rocket, an incense rocket, put into there, which would make it difficult for them, but they're not going to be able to cover themselves. If they can get in there, they're going to be able to cover that bottom level, and they're going to lose the top. Ford outside now pushing, picking each other up, ready for a push perhaps. More rockets by Dirk are getting shot through that door. Dragon's breath everywhere from the shotgun, the double barrel. They're pretty overpowered with that Dragon's breath. They're definitely worth. And we had a naked here just making a play, and he's taken out one of the Fort guys. Can he do another one for two? Failed. The fire is out, and they have retaken the bottom level. One of them's going to have to met up, and he's covering the door. More rockets. They're shooting rockets up to the second story. I think he's actually taken out one of the rocketers. He's making a play and pushing it, and he's done it. He has taken out the AK. The bottom was a rocket to the door of Hell's door. Has been rocketed. But that is all over. And well played to the group that tried to counter. Well played to the guys in the fob to hold it for that long. I don't know why you guys offline each other. It would be better if you're all online. But revenge raids are the best raids. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you liked it, like it if you liked it, and comment and share to all your mates. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers and I can't do it without you, but with you, we're going to have a whole lot of fun because if you check out my streams, we're giving away free skins. On the 1K subscriber event, I'm giving away free Steam credit. What more do you want? Hit the button, hit subscribe, tell your mates, let's have fun, and I'll see you on the next raid cam.